Hey kids! How about some more trailer reaction commentary for the upgraded model of the Sonic movie? I'm uploading it here on this channel because not many of you know about my Talkie YouTube channel and my inbox is flooding with requests. So, get your hilarious, long 5-hour discussion over a 2-minute trailer jokes typed into the comment section below as I'll start complaining. Yowza! So, here's the funny thing about reacting about Sonic stuff. I notice there's 2 layers going on usually. The individual level, do you like it as an individual person? And a more political, bigger viewpoint. Think of the children! I mean, that's usually the case with Sonic, who's become more of a public punching bag rather than a product in and on itself. All the cool kids love gathering around, preaching what that nasty blue hedgehog should be like, not because they're interested in any Sonic products, but because everyone's the Sega police making sure that that nasty hedgehog stays in his nice little Green Hill Zone box, or else. I'll talk about the larger context later, but first, my personal thoughts about the trailer as an individual person. So, the redesign. So, yeah, I'm with most people. I like Sonic's new look. It's definitely easier in the eyes. Nice details and compromises like the white fluff between his eyes as a nod to him having one giant eye in the games. And it's especially the bigger hands and the shoes I like. I don't know, I like the chibi proportions. Don't know why, it just looks cool. Yeah, I don't have much to say. It's cool. Good job, Tyson Hesse, I guess, or whatever, however you pronounce that name. The jokes are, not funny, but at least energetic and visual, so, as opposed to the games in Sonic Boom's dull, lifeless, everyone's a sack of potatoes, boringly stating punchlines to each other. So that's a step up, I guess.
Where am I? What year is it? Is The Rock president?
Sonic is worried about if The Rock is the president. That's, wait. Why does an alien care about that? If I'm stuck at planet Bloch, I sure don't care if Bloch is the space president or something. Why does an alien care about... Anyways, yeah, I'm still mostly neutral about the movie, like I was before. Anyway, a couple interesting observations, I find it interesting anyway. For one, Sonic briefly mentions in the trailer that there's people after his powers even before he went to Earth. That's interesting, implying actual Mobian and Throw villains as well. Now don't get me wrong, I'm 99.99999% certain that the movie will not elaborate on that at all. I doubt we'll see any creature from Sonic's planet other than the Blue Blur himself, especially since that would require redesigning them too after all the backlash. I mean, I'm sure that Tails and Knuckles will cameo during the end credits, probably as a lazy silhouette part of a tail or fist because we need our generic Hollywood sequel hook, but that's about it. So, this is probably not really worth thinking about, but still, as a Sonic nerd, I like to think that this means either Fang or Knack, or Roots the Bad, or the Babylon Rogues, or a pre-infinite Jackal exist in the movie universe, and we're fighting with Sonic even before he got to Earth. Again, I doubt the movie will give a shit about the Sonic universe enough to do that, way too much work and effort, but hey, at least it gives me something to think about, while the movie wastes my time giving bland generic main character man over here some backstory about how he misses his son's baseball games, or whatever lame shit these audience surrogate characters always waste my time with. Anyone notice the trailer still doesn't tell us anything about this guy? Or hey, remember the lady character? Wasn't she supposed to be a main character? She doesn't even show up in the new trailer. Don't worry kids! I'm sure the actual movie will spend lots and lots and lots and lots of screen time on these exciting characters I'm sure you're all waiting for. Second, I'm kinda conflicted about this whole Sonic has a power that can destroy the entire world, universe thing. Like it wasn't Jesus Chuck Norris enough as it is, now he goes full the Chosen One, the most important powerful being in the universe. Come on, is he just being a super fast alien that Robotnik wants to catch not enough? Do we really need world-ending powers on top of that? On one hand it annoys me, but on the other hand, you know, not that I really care, but it is interesting to a degree that this gets highlighted, because Sonic being super special awesome, and being the strongest and the bestest hedgehog in the world theme has always existed in the fandom. Hence why everyone always gets so super upset whenever a Shadow Hedgehog type character appears. No! Only Sonic is special enough to be like that. No other character is allowed to be special. Only my Sonic is special. Even though in the gameplay you all want all characters to behave like Sonic, otherwise you get weird alternative gameplay styles, but never mind, gameplay isn't important to Sonic. What matters is that Sonic is super special, unique, story-wise. I mean, gameplay is the only thing that matters normally, and every non-gameplay element should be dismissed, shamed, and shunned, but in this very specific case, gameplay creates a situation that fans don't like, so in this very special case, gameplay doesn't matter. Anyway, even the games touch upon this theme of Sonic being uniquely special. Well, not much, only in weird little details, but especially with Sonic Adventure 2, the whole "I'm the only real hedgehog, you're a fake hedgehog" thing always felt weird to me. Like it's implying some kind of subplot or backstory to Sonic that we're never told. Wait, why is there only one real hedgehog? Why is that specifically significant? And where the heck does Amy Rose fit in? Let alone all the Sonic Forces hedgehog guys. So Sonic being super special and unique and has been present for a long time in the background, so I guess it's interesting that it will get highlighted in this one for once. I doubt the backstory explanation in the movie will be interesting though. In fact, I don't really care about Chosen One story stuff. But from a larger meta perspective, it's interesting we might get some context to how Sonic's supposed to work in his universe, I suppose. Other observation, Green Hill Zone! Not once, not twice, but thrice! 4 times if I include the freaking theme song. Proudly displayed in the Sega logo, just to please me. Wow! I can see why people praise this movie for finally listening to fans' demand. It's true that we've demanded more Green Hill Zone, so well done! Stupid logo. Hey, wait, did we see Skies of Arcadia, Shamu, and Jet Set Radio in the logo? Huh. These games now show up in 2019 as part of a real movie? No shit, never mind, I love this logo. And final observation, it seems the movie makers did more than just swap the model. There seems to be a slightly different approach to the movie. First, the movement of the character. Not only does he look more cartoony, he animates more cartoony as well. The first movie Sonic had a more realistic weight to him, while this movie Sonic zooms around like a Looney Tunes character. Which makes me wonder if jokes like this were in the original movie. You know, where he quickly zooms in and out of the car and all that. Or if that's uniquely created after the redesign, because I can't really see the earlier incarnation pull that joke off. Not to mention, Tom has a different outfit in the car suddenly, so reshoots anyone?
Also, check it out where they turned Tom's gun suddenly into a toy gun. I dunno guys, that's still too dark. You sure you don't want him to use a walkie-talkie or his fingers to shoot Sonic?
So, yeah, the movie is more lighter and more zanier. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I can only discover that when we see the full movie, or rather, if we had an opportunity to see both versions of the movie. I doubt that will happen, but it would have been interesting. But whatever, I'm just saying it's an observation I made, so there you go. So, all that said, how about that larger cultural shift thing? So I've seen many YouTube personalities praise the game high and mighty because finally, the internet has managed to get a media company to do what they want. Surely, this is the first step in a bright future where internet nerds can finally force companies to stop screwing around and do what we want. Yeah, great. One problem though. This ain't getting Blizzard to apologize for China or Electronic Arts to stop screwing us for money. This is Sega. Don't know if you noticed, but Sega's been rolled up in a fetal position, being kicked and hit by everyone and their grandma for a decade now, begging for mercy, especially when it comes to Sonic. Getting them to do what you want is much easier than, you know, the big ones. Sorry, I'm not joining in with the power fantasy of us beating down corporations. I mean, it's Sonic. He's been beaten down to a pulp since 2006. He's a beaten dead horse now, so this doesn't really feel like a thrilling victory to me. And heck, it's the main complaint I have about modern Sonic, the fact that Sega can't stick to a single vision and keeps being wishy-washy and doing 100 things at the same time because they're so damn scared of all the potential backlash. They do something cheap and easy to please the fans, usually screw it up unless they hire the fans themselves to do it, and then immediately go back to doing something unique and fresh and new and stupid so people complain about all the stupid stuff, and Sega immediately folds in screaming for mercy and sabotaging their new product. The entirety of the Sonic franchise is stuck in this infuriating Schrödinger's cat dimension where everything is alive and dead at the same time. Games are 2D and 3D at the same time. Games are for edgy teens and for babies at the same time. All your favorite characters and locations are there, but all stripped from their identity and personality. Everything is dead and alive at the same time. It's all the reason games are chaotic and memorable because there doesn't seem to be a vision, a direction, a desire to really be something, but it's a checklist of what they think people want, so that's all you get. A random collection of things people like, all thrown together on a shapeless pile. And whatever brand new awesome gimmick of the week that Sega is so proud of that they'll immediately water it down and throw it in a dusty corner of its own game, until I just wonder what the freaking point of it was to begin with. Because oh my goodness, the internet might make jokes about DeviantArt. So great, the internet managed to bully Sega once again in stepping down from their vision and most likely giving us another wishy-washy product that's trying to be a serious grounded action movie and a zany cartoon at the same time and possibly failing at both. Great. Now don't get me wrong, it's Sega's own damn fault. I don't blame people for complaining about the stuff they do. Sega does keep screwing up and making stupid decisions. I'm not just pointing my finger at the internet for not liking the earlier version, because this is not really an attack. It's a tragedy. I'm just lamenting this sad, pathetic, and frustrating situation we're in. Sonic's stuck between a rock and a hard place. Either we keep getting the same meta-driven, lame comedy nostalgia parade shit over and over and over and over and over, or Sega actually tries to get out of this pit and refresh Sonic, only to make stupid decisions, get the entire internet to attack, and immediately fold in and desperately add stupid, lame comedy nostalgia parade garbage into it again to appease the angry fans. It's an eternal loop of Sonic 4s and Sonic 06 Sonic 4 Frankenstein hybrids over and over and over with no end in sight. So now what? Half the movie is still the movie that horrified everyone, and half of it is now Tyson Hesse's style slapstick comedy. Will those two halves be able to coexist, or will we get another weird, confusing hybrid monster like all the main Sonic games we had this decade? Hard to tell from a trailer, so we'll see. Anything's still possible, but Sega's track record so far doesn't make me very confident. So yes, congrats internet, you got Sega to change the model. And indeed, it wasn't easy in the eyes, the old model. It makes perfect sense to complain. But, yeah, do you think the movie will be better for it? I mean, the movie itself is still the movie, and it's still really starring, this guy and all that, so... And heck, most of the people celebrating this change immediately dismiss the movie for being a kids' movie, what they have no interest in seeing. It's fascinating. The dark, edgy version of the movie. Everyone is screaming and raging full throttle! But make old Sonic-y look all cuddly and cute, and a switch flips in everyone's brains, and it's just a kids' movie. Don't nitpick, don't complain. It's for the kiddies. And we must all abide with a kitty.
I like Shadow. He has a motorcycle, and he shoots a gun that goes bam, bam, bam.
Shut up, you little shit. You like greenhouses and cuddly animals.
So, that's the victory spoils we got. The internet went from, oh my god, to, yep, shoved Sonic back in the for babies box he should be in. But not gonna watch the movie because that would be embarrassing. So, hooray! We pleased all the YouTubers who will not watch the movie. Except for us, Sonic nerds, of course, because, let's face it, we would see every possible Sonic movie that could possibly exist, no matter how awful they are. So the only winner is Sega, who will sell more merchandise with this new figure, so they got that going for them, I suppose. Hope it'll make up for all the extra costs of delaying the movie. Seriously, though, that sounds a little too cynical. I like the trailer so far. I'm just really worried.
Hi, here are my thoughts on the new Sonic trailer. May I just say that the new Sonic design is a huge improvement over the horrific hedgehog monkey thing. The quality's a bit odd though in my opinion, like early mid-2000s quality, but I do like how he's a lot more expressive and more appealing to look at. The plot, strangely enough, is similar to the 80s He-Man movie or the first Transformers movie, where a being or an artifact with amazing powers comes to Earth and the villain is after it. Now, this could allude to his super speed or his rings of teleportation, or according to a throwaway line, his indestructibility. It was also great to hear Eggman refer to himself as Robotnik after so long, which would appeal to 90s Sonic fans, but might confuse people that only grew up with the name Eggman. I like to imagine by the end where he goes completely insane, he starts referring to himself as Eggman. You can tell Jim Carrey is channeling his role as the Riddler for this gig. Also, it got some chuckles out of me, like Robotnik crapping himself, seeing Sonic come out from under the table, and seeing Sonic in a bathrobe. It does make me want to check out the movie out of sheer curiosity, see how Tom and Sonic will work off with each other.